Hello again. Okay, now we're going to show you the second video for our first class session here. This one is about how we can connect to all the different, most of the different computer systems that we'll be using in this course. Okay, so back to the slides. Okay, how to log on to all the different computer systems. All right, let's take a look. Now, first thing we want to do is to choose a good browser. There's several different internet browsers on the market, and they're all free. They're all good. If you have Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, Apple Safari, all of them very good. But let's standardize on a particular one, which will be good for us because so if we have any problems, we know what the problems are being caused by. This particular browser is good for all different kinds of systems, and it's Google Chrome, which is available for all devices, and it's fast, it's secure, and it's pretty standard. So why don't we use that for all the different things we're going to be doing on the internet? Okay. Now, if we get the browser going, first place we want to go to is our class website. Okay. This is a special website I created for the course, which is the address is CSA105.com. Okay. Pretty easy to remember, right? Okay. And try to go there regularly so you can see what files are needed for the course. All right. So if we were to go there, let's just click on here. And for you have to type it in CSA105.com. For me, I just have to click on the link. In any case, we all get to the same place, which is here. Okay, this is the website, and you can see if we scroll down, there's a bunch of information here. Now, on the left side here, these are the different pages in the site. We're going to be spending most of our time for the first few weeks in the basic concepts page. And if we scroll down here, you can see there's some information here. There's some links that we could post and various stuff. And if you go down a little bit more, you see some other links that are pretty useful. Down here, down at the bottom is the syllabus. Okay, and we can either click the name here to see it, but that will show us in the Google's version of Word. The best way is to download it. Click the little download button right here to download it. And if we do that, you can see eventually a little button appears in the lower left corner where the download is. If we click on that, it opens it up in Microsoft Word. And here it is there. It comes in protected view. We can just click this button here, enable editing, so we don't have to see. There we go. We see all the little buttons at the top, and we can play around and have more fun with it. Okay, here's our thing. Here's our syllabus. There's a lot of information at the top, how to contact me, and please feel free to do so. Okay, almost at any time. Okay, and then the required things. We have a textbook. There's two versions. There's the electronic and the paper. Electronic's $100. The paper's $170. I would go for the electronic if I were you. It's just as good unless you like paper. Paper is available at the paper version available at the bookstore. The electronic one, I can show you how to do that. There's also a version of the electronic one that's available at the bookstore. In case you need to buy it at the bookstore, you can get that. It's a little more expensive, but it works out okay. Good thing to have a USB flash memory drive. Okay, these are for $10. Go to Staples, whatever they have there. Would be good. Just as a good way if you're transferring information from one computer to another, it's a good way to do that. Okay, just save it on the drive and transfer it to a different computer. And of course, you need a computer. Okay, some kind of computer, hopefully a home computer, and it's something either a Windows or Mac. Either one's okay. I prefer Windows, but Mac's okay too. We need to be able to run Microsoft Office, in other words, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Okay, if you don't have access to a computer, please let me know as soon as possible. Okay, some other information here. Participation in the course, what the grades are. Okay, participation counts 10%. Homework and quizzes count 70%. That's the major one. And then final exam is 20% there. Okay, honesty. Please be honest. Okay, we want to have a good relationship. Relationships are built upon trustworthiness, and so please be honest. If you have a problem, let me know. I've been there. I can sympathize with you, and we can work something out. Okay, but we can't work it out if you're not honest. So please let me know if you have problems. Of course, don't say the dog ate my homework. Okay, just try to let me know if you have any problems, and we can work from that. Okay, there we go. If you scroll down a little bit more, we get to the agenda. Here we go. Here's the agenda, and we have assignments due at particular things. And you can see that assignments are due on a particular day. For example, on September 10th, we have the Chapter 1B quiz due, and that's due at the beginning of what would have been the class session, would have been 10 o'clock. So at 10 o'clock on September 10th, that particular assignment is due. Right? And if it's late, if it's not there by 10 o'clock, then there's a penalty. Okay, 5% penalty per day up to 25%. So please get it in on time so you can get an A and you get an A in the course and everybody will be happy. Okay, so there's the rest of the things here. Now, we might have to change this a little bit because of either a hurricane or a snow blizzard or something like that, but hopefully not. And I will post changes here if we need to make those changes. Okay, good. Let's go back to our slideshow here. Let's close this down here. Okay, here we go. And again, so check it regularly. Again, the textbook, 3 different versions, the paper version at the bookstore, the online version at the bookstore, and of course online. And I'll show you how to get this one here in about the next class. Show you how to do that. Okay, good. Computer, prefer Windows. Participation, again, 10%, 70%, 20%. Okay, and the agenda, again, 5% penalty per day, up to 25%. So get the assignments in on time. Okay, so the second thing is even more important. This is my Comnet. This is a good system here. You go to norwalk.edu, click on my Comnet, and you can get in there. You need your net ID and your password to do it. If you've been a student here before, you probably have that already. If not, you can set it up. First, you need your banner ID, which is this 8-digit number that's assigned to you. It has a little @ sign in front of it. You need the last 4 digits of your social security number and the month of your birth, of course, and you probably all know that, all right? And for logging in the first time, okay, basically you take that 8-digit number, you follow it with the @ sign, student.comnet.edu, okay? There's 2 M's in Comnet, like community, comnet.edu. Okay, that's your username. That's the name you're going to be using to log into the computer system, my Comnet. And your password, the first time is going to look like this, okay? It's going to have the month name that you were born, capitalized the first letter, just 3 letters abbreviation, an ampersand, and then the last 4 digits of your social security number, okay? That's your initial password. Once you get in, it's going to tell you to create a new password, okay? And a new password has to have 3 of the following characters, okay? Letters, numerals, capitals, or symbols. It has to have 3. It could be 4, but it has to have at least 3 of those. And it has to have 8 or more characters, and the more is better, okay? But here's some examples here that look pretty good. Don't use these because the bad guys know about them, but make something up. And please, please, please write it down so you don't forget it. Okay, so write it down, because if you forget it, you have to go through a whole process to get a new one, and it takes a lot of time. Okay, why are we going to use Comnet? Well, basically, there's 5 reasons. We got email, we got this free software, this banner system for checking our grades, and Blackboard courses, and of course, the library. All right, so let's go here. Go to the email system. Every student has an email account. And that's the main way for the college to contact you. So if you don't check it, you're not going to find out what the college is trying to contact you about. So please check it regularly. We'll go in there, take a look at it a little bit later. Free software, okay? There's a free version of Microsoft apps, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Okay, great. You can put it on 2 or 3 different devices. And it's a great deal. It's worth about $100 a year. So it's free just because you're a student here in the Connecticut school system. It works real nice. And I'll show you how to get that a little bit later. The banner is a database that most colleges use. In fact, it's for checking your grades and for registering for courses. And I'll show you that too. And Blackboard. Now, every NCC course has a Blackboard section, and we'll be using it quite a bit for disseminating information and showing how you do stuff. The key things are the announcements, discussions, and course materials. Okay, good. And let's actually connect to it right now. Okay, now if you're at home, you just click on norwalk.edu, just type it in on your browser at the address bar. But for me, I can just click on here. And by the way, if you're running the PDF file for this slideshow, you can do that as well. I'm going to click on this. It takes me to there. There's the home page for Norwalk Community College. And I'm going to go over here and click on the My Comnet button up in the upper right corner. Click on that. There we go. Okay, it opens up here. We have to log in. And then you have to put in your net ID and your password. I'm just going to, excuse me, I'll just type in mine. Okay, this comes up here, and just ignore it because Microsoft seems to know it. No matter what you click here, it makes no difference. So I'm just going to click yes. Okay, here's the main screen here for my Comnet. Now mine looks a little bit different than yours because I'm a faculty member, but yours is probably pretty much the same. If we scroll down in this middle section here, okay, you eventually come to this part here where you can access your college email. Here's where we go. So we click on this, and it opens up Outlook, okay, web version of Outlook. Here we go. There's some messages here. And I'm going to go over here and click on, just check your messages and make sure there's nothing urgent there. And if we'll go over email a little bit later in the course, but right now what I want to do is show you some free software. So if you go up here, there's a button here in the upper left corner. It's got 9 dots here, 3 by 3. If we click on that, okay, this much of software, these programs, these are the online versions of Word, Excel, PowerPoint. They're kind of slimmed down versions. They're free for everybody, but that's okay because we're going to get the full desktop version. If we click over here, Office 365, click on that, that brings up this screen. And again, there's the same programs, but over here on the right side, you see this button called Install Office. Now, if you click that, that will enable you to install Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and all the other programs onto your home computer. In fact, onto 2 or 3 of home computers. So if you have a Mac or Windows, you can do that. You can also put it onto on a tablet. You could put it on a phone, but I don't know if it makes sense. But in any case, you could put it on your laptop, and you'll be able to take advantage of these programs for free. It's a great deal. Okay, well, let's go back a little bit here. Let's go back, click on the tab at the top, go back into the main page here for my Comnet, and we'll go up to the top. Here's our banner system here. We'll talk about that a little bit later. That's basically shows you can check your grades and register for new courses. But more importantly, we'll go down to here to Blackboard. Okay, if we click on Blackboard, that brings us up to the Blackboard system, which is where we can do, it's basically set up for electronic courses for online courses. And if we scroll down, you can see this, I have a bunch of courses here. Here's my course here review, and I've clicked this one here to open it up. And it comes in like so, and here's what we got. And we get a nice little announcement here that some of you have probably already seen. So here's some really good information. And what we're going to do is basically just take a look at this and read it carefully. If you have any questions, let me know. And up in the upper left corner, there'll be different announcements as we go through the course. Up in the upper left corner, we have the announcements page here. There's course content, which if you look at different content, different files that I'd like you to see. And then there's the discussions right here, discussions. So we click on discussions here, we click on that. And then there's a general discussions part here. So we click on that. And this is a way you can share questions with all and interact with all your other students and with me. All right, and different things here. And we have one here. This is a welcome to the course, which doesn't really say too much, but right here, this is your first assignment. Look at this. If we click on this there, okay? Comes up like so, and you see, oh, we've already got a comment there, okay? Okay, so here's your first assignment. You want to create a first assignment, which is to just create a message here. You can either reply to this message or create a new thread, and just include your name and nickname, your major, your dream job, and 3 things you love, okay? Just things about yourself, so we all know about you, and then we can use that to get in touch with you. And after you post it, check in a little bit later, see what other people post, so we can see what's going on. Okay, so Cherry, thanks so much for doing that, and I'm going to go back here and go out of this. So I'll just go back and just minimize this here. Minimize. Go back in here. Okay, so that's my comment. A lot of neat things there, and we'll go over that a little bit later. Okay, first assignment again. Just to do it again, if you get the PDF file for the slideshow, it'll have the information here to do that as well. Okay, real good. So that's it, and we have one more video, a very important video, so stay tuned and be sure to watch that one. Here we go.